He was a killer. She did ballet. What more can I say? Besties, this video is sponsored by Book of the Month. Thank you so much, Book of the Month, for sponsoring today's video. For those of you who don't know, Book of the Month's mission is basically to promote new authors and help readers find new books that they love without having to do any of the work. I love that for us. Basically, Book of the Month, every single month, yes, that's why it's called Book of the Month, has different selections for you so that you can choose from different genres on new books that you want to see. Here are mine for this month. Of course, I had to get a little in the fa la 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 spirit, so I got some Christmas selections. Look at these and tell me they're not the cutest things you've ever seen, okay? Adorable. I love these covers. A Winter in New York. This is about a chef who like stumbles upon a secret recipe and that leads her to a new life and a new love. Then we've got The Kingdom of Sweets by Erica Johansson. This is literally a reimagining of The Nutcracker. The tale of twin sisters divided by envy and magic, set against each other one fateful Christmas Eve. I feel the Christmas cheer already. Book of the Month basically makes it easy for you to choose what you want to read next, and now they also have audiobook options as well. Are you kidding? Plus they have amazing prices for hardcovers and shipping is always free. Because who wants to pay for shipping? No one. My favorite thing about Book of the Month is definitely finding new authors that I probably wouldn't have found if it wasn't for their selection. So if you would like to join me and browse their other titles, you can go to bookofthemonth.com and use code SWEATER to get your first book for only $5. Okay, I love you. Use the link in my description. I love you, I love you, I love you. Hello my shutty baes, hello my besties. Welcome to the dark week. I don't like naming it that. I don't know why I said it. Let's forget I did that. I'm going to be reading a dark romance per day starting, here we go, starting tomorrow and reading it from Monday to Sunday. 7 dark romances in 7 days. I might die by the end of this. Stay tuned. Anyway, these are the dark romances chosen. Here they are. How cute. Okay, so we've got the Deception trilogy by Rena Kent, Devious Obsession, Secret Obsession, and Twisted Obsession, all by S. Mastery, and then That Sick Love by Jessie Hall, because these are all in the TBR, so therefore I am gonna do that. Yeah, that is all. Wow, this is gonna be a non-spoiler video. However, you know that I do some random quotes, some out of context thoughts and feelings, so if you don't wanna see that, this may not be for you, but if you're down for that, then enjoy. Happy Dark Romance Week. Good morrow, everyone! It is bright and early on this beautiful Monday morning, and what better way to start this Monday than with dark romances? Riddle me that. Anyway, I'm gonna start today with the Deception trilogy by Rena Kent. However, the Deception trilogy, it's right there in the title, trilogy, 3 books, okay? But apparently there's one before that, like on Rena Kent's website, there's a prequel, and it's called Dark Deception, okay? I had to literally go on her website and get it on my phone because it's not on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm gonna read this little prequel first, and then I'll go into the trilogy. This prequel is literally 50 pages. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read that, and then do my first book, which will be Vow of Deception. That's the first book in the series. Who's excited? I'm assuming you all clapped, you all cheered, you were all very excited. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that. I'm sorry, literally what is happening already? Like, I just started this and I'm already so confused. Die for your sins. What the fuck? Like, what is going on? I'm not really sure. But then it goes, I'll find you again. People say death is the end. For me, it's only the beginning. Excuse me? What does that even mean? I don't think I've ever been more confused in a book. That's a lie. I probably have. But I am confused. Let that be known. Oh my god, there's someone in this book named Larry. It's me. I'm Larry. It's me. Hi, I'm the Larry. It's me. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm totally kidding. Can confirm that Larry is actually not me because they said, and I quote, "The one thing I love most about Larry's company is that he's not the talkative type." Yeah, that's not me. That's not me. I think if you could describe me in one word, it would be talkative, and then the next word would be annoying. So I'm not Larry. I fear to inform that that's not me. Y'all, I just finished this little prequel, and it ended with a bang. And by ended, I mean started, because it's the prequel. But wow, be my wife. The end. What? What? Like, it gave nothing. It gave nothing. But I feel like it's probably important. I'm gonna assume it's important since Rena Kent told us to read it. So I read it. I'm not rating this. It's literally 50 pages. I can't rate that. It wouldn't be right. But I read it. Check. Now we're talking, because now I can officially start. Vow of Deception is the first book in this trilogy. Look at that. She's so cute and adorable and mysterious. Like, the front, it's kind of giving. It's giving dark, and it's giving mystery, and it's giving I'm gonna be confused, which I'm very excited. It says, my husband, my tormentor. Sure, let's go. I've been waiting for this one. Turn it up. You know what's truly me? The dedication in this book. It says, to everyone who defied logic and fell in love with villains. Yes. Yes, Rena Kent might as well have written for Larissa. Like, tell me this isn't giving Klaus Mikaelson. Tell me that's not giving Klaus Mikaelson. You can't tell me that. I am here to confirm that you actually don't need the stupid prequel at all. I just wasted my time because the prequel is literally just the beginning of the book. Like, I started this, in the prologue I was like, oh, that sounds a bit familiar, but whatever, let's just keep on keeping on. And then chapter 1 was different. That, at least, the prequel had another chapter 1, but then the rest of all 4 chapters are literally the exact same. Like, the first 30 pages of this book are exactly the same as the prequel. So why would you make me read the prequel in the first place? If you were just gonna put it in here, I could have just read it in this book. Rena Kent and I have beef. You've heard it here first. Anyway, now I can actually start this book, but just letting you know that if you're gonna read this trilogy, you don't need to read the prequel that's on her website. You don't need it. Listen to me, okay? You don't need it. Y'all, it's giving Elena and Catherine. Tell me it's not giving Elena and Catherine. I was joking about the dedication being about Klaus Mikaelson, but Rena Kent, were you inspired by Vampire Diaries? Were you inspired, yes or no? Wait, y'all, now the prologue might be making sense. The prologue might make sense now. I don't know if I'm correct, but I feel like I know what direction this is going, and the prologue might make sense. Leah Volkov. This plot is already so cool. This plot is unlike anything I've seen before. That's really, really cool. Like, I haven't seen this in book format before. Well, technically Vampire Diaries is a book, isn't it? Isn't it? I only watched the show. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. And you know what? I stand by the fact that the originals is better. I will die on that hill. The originals over anything. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I haven't seen this kind of plot in a book before because I haven't read Vampire Diaries. I'm sorry, okay? Anyway, this is starting off really strong. I'm excited to see where it's going and how there's 2 more books after this. I feel like there can't be enough story for that much, but we'll see. Besties, baby Jeremy. Baby Jeremy. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm amazed and I'm happy and I'm intrigued, but also I hate this man. Adrian, like what? When am I supposed to love him and how am I gonna get there? Because what the fuck? So far, no. But also I have no idea what's going on. So there's that. I've never been more confused in my life. Like, am I gonna go through this entire book being confused? Because I think I am. I'm literally more than halfway done and I still don't know what's going on. So when am I gonna find out? I don't think I'm ever gonna find out. Besties! Look at this line. She goes, I wish I'd never met you. And then he says, I'll meet you over and over again if I have to. Shot to the heart and you're to blame. I'm emotional. I still don't know what's going on. Don't get it twisted. I'm still confused. But that line was really beautiful. And Jeremy playing with his little toy soldiers. Oh, I love him. Your Honor, I love him. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm almost done. I only have like 30 more pages. That might be wrong. Like 50 more pages. How did this happen? Oh yeah. I'm on the last chapter, y'all. And I still couldn't really tell you what's going on. So that's great. What the fuck? What? How could it just end like that? No, that's it. Like, that's the end. What? Okay, I have officially finished Vow of Deception. Yeah. That sure was a book that I read. What the fuck? It was so good though. Like, it's amazing how I was confused the entire time, but I still had a good time. It's one of those that, like, you don't really understand it as you're going, but the plot is still so good. There's a lot of mystery. The spice was definitely there still. I definitely hate Adrian, but then now I'm like, am I even supposed to hate him? What? I'm gonna rate it 4 stars because I did really enjoy it and I'm definitely gonna be thinking about it until I finish this trilogy. Like, it's gonna be in my mind. So a 4 star is definitely warranted for this book, but I am confused. Let me just say that this trilogy is definitely gonna be one of those that you have to read in order. You cannot read these separately, y'all. It's a consecutive series. That was crazy. This book was crazy and the plot was crazy. And I did kind of think that that was what was gonna happen, but then when it actually happened, I was like, whoa, did that really happen? They fooled me. Tomfoolery, I say. 4 stars. That was really fun. That was a great start to my beautiful Monday. Oh, that's upside down. Starting book number 2. It is currently Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Therefore, it is time for the second book, Tempted by Deception, Rena Kent. Here we go. It says, my husband, my villain. I don't really know. I was so confused during book 1. I have no idea what's gonna happen in book 2. Could be anything. This could go in any direction and I'll still be shocked. That's how little I know about the plot. But here we go. Besties, funny story. I did a thing. I searched up the word Lenoshka because I wanted to know what he was calling her because he hadn't said it yet, right? So I searched it up. I spelled it wrong, obviously, like a damn fool, because we all know I mess up every word possible. And then it came up as armchair. I searched it up and it came up as armchair. So I was like, wow, he's calling her armchair. Like, how weird and interesting. Like, is this an inside joke? Like, do I just not get it? And then he explained that it's bright light, and I realized I spelled the word wrong. So he's not calling her armchair. He's calling her bright light, in case anyone was confused. I love that I'm getting to see things from the beginning, but I'm still very much confused. There's a lot that's going on that I have no idea, but I'm glad that I'm going back and being explained. Like, maybe by the end of this book. Oh, hello. Maybe by the end of this book, I will no longer be confuzzled. Stay tuned. The spice is spicying. The spice is spicy. I will leave you with that. I will leave you with that. It's like the first book I thought there was spice, and no, the second book said, hold on, I have more left to give. Excuse me? Fiance? Fiance. Fiance. I hate that word. I now hate that word. Because what the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean? And can I look like a potato? What was I gonna say? Oh, y'all, how cute. How cute him being there for her after the whole accident happened, taking care of her. Like, one of my favorite tropes is the caretaking trope. I don't know what that says about me. I'll say that every time. I have no idea what it psychologically says. I feel like it's not good, but I just love when someone gets hurt and then the other person takes care of them. It just gets me every damn time. I don't know what it is about it. Someone explain. I like Adrian a lot. Let me start off with that, but I feel like he doesn't really have much of a personality. Like, what is his personality? Same with Leah. What is their thing? Nothing really, right? Like, he just kills people when she does ballet. He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? What is it? He was a punk. Oh, he was a killer, she did ballet. What more can I say? I must share one of my favorite scenes. One of my favorite scenes. I just ate it up. Ready? He goes, you'll bow to me, wife. And she says, not in this life, husband. Okay, baddie, she ate that. Yes, yes. Leah just got some extra points from me. Does it matter to her? No, because she's paper, but it matters to me, okay? Let me have this. Truly, at this point, I just feel like I'm prepared for everything, for absolutely anything, because the way this book has taken me for such a ride, this trilogy, I just feel like there's no possible way you can bamboozle me anymore. I'm prepared. Mark my words, mark them down right now. Are you writing it down? Go grab a piece of paper and write down, Larry's prepared for anything. Ew! Ew! If there's one thing I cannot get behind, it is the breast milk thing. It is the breast milk. It happened in another book I read once. The Roommate, My Roommate, Room Hate by Penelope Ward. Yes, that book. There's like a breast milk thing, okay? She's like pregnant and then he drinks her breast milk. And this just happened here. She's like lactating and he's just drinking the leftovers. You're not a baby. You're not a baby. What is wrong with you? Go to the kitchen and grab your own damn milk from the fridge, you nasty. I've calmed down. I'm sorry about that. I was a little unwell, okay? But I'm better now. I've had some water and I've relaxed. I'm sorry for the outburst. Anyway, I'm at the last 2 chapters, I think. Wait, hold on. Last 2 chapters, yes. Let's read them together as a team so that we can really go through this experience as a team. Yeah, I already said that. Can you even see me? Oh my god, you can't even see me. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, you can see my feet now. No free feet footage. No free feet. No free feet. Oh wow. I feel like I'm really just like flying through this series. And obviously it's because I'm doing 1 book a day for this video, but it's just so easy to read, honestly. It's also kind of tiny. Things are starting to make sense. Things are starting to make sense. Wait, how much do I have left? This is the last. This is it. This is it. Nobody speak. Shh. I just got hit with a to be continued. I just got hit with a to be continued. What the fuck is in these books? Like, what did you put in this, Rena Kent? What did you put? What did you put? Is it drugs? Is it drugs? Can I have some? No, but really, what the fuck? That ending and the who are you was so fast. I'm very pleased about that. Like, immediately, who are you? Immediately, no hesitation. Oh my god, I loved this. 4 stars. 4 stars. I really had a good time with this one. It was almost better than the first one, but I feel like collectively they're all gonna be 4 stars. They're just so good. I'm eating them up so fast. It's easy to read. Like, yes, I'm reading them, like I said, once per day. Hello? 1 per day. So obviously I don't usually do that, but it's still very simple to read because you just want to get through it so quick because you want to find out what's going on. It's so good. The spice is spicying. The story has you on your feet of your edge, on the edge of your feet, on the edge. It has you on edge. Yeah, 4 stars. I can't wait for the second one. Wow, that ending though. Fun. 4 stars. Yes, yes. Hello my besties, it is currently Wednesday and I'm officially on the last book, and I just wanted to let you know that I started and Sense is finally being made. Like, I've waited 3 books, technically 4 if we're counting the prequel. We shouldn't really count it because it was only 50 pages, but regardless, let's count it for my own mental sanity. And finally Sense is being made. Finally I get what's going on. I feel like I'm getting a well-rounded story and I'm finally reaching the end. And I'm having a good time with that. I will say the mystery is what I'm really focusing on. I'm not really focusing on the romance. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that was the intention of this trilogy, but I am really deeply focused on like what's gonna happen rather than where the couple is gonna end up, but I'm having a good time. That's it, that's my only update. Y'all, Adrian loves her so much. He just, everything he does for love, and he does for her. And I don't think I've ever seen someone so crazy about someone else in a book before. Okay, I have. That's so dramatic. Like, I'm sure I have. Zayd Meadows comes to mind, but you know what I mean, right? Like, he does everything for her, and I'm just amazed. I'm in awe. I'm loving it. I love him, and I love their love. Can I say something a little out of pocket? I'm gonna say it, and you guys don't repeat it if it's way too out of pocket, okay? But I see where Annika gets her pain kink from. Like, you know, I obviously read Legacy of Gods before reading this, right? So I saw Jeremy and I saw Annika there and I saw their kinks, and Jeremy, you know, likes the whole chasing thing, the whole stalker thing, and Annika likes the pain kink, and you see that they get that from their parents. That's weird to say, but I have heard that kinks are hereditary. Rena Kent is just showing us that that's true. You know what's really funny? Every single time he kills someone, she is so shook. Like, she's shocked to her core, as if he's not in the mafia. Like, as if she literally didn't meet him as he was killing someone. She's always shocked. The book is definitely upside down, isn't it? Let's pretend that I didn't do that. Besties, I have officially finished the Deception trilogy. This is upside down again. Why am I the way I am? Anyway, I have officially finished the Deception trilogy by Rena Kent. So we've got, this is literally all out of order. Like, I was raising it up like this. This is book 3. Okay, hold on. Let's get ourselves together. Like, let's get our shit together. Let's start this over, shall we? I've officially finished the trilogy. So we've got Vow of Deception, book number 1. We've got Tempted by Deception, and then Consumed by Deception. I am rating all of these 3 books 4 stars. I really, really loved this trilogy, but mostly it was about the mystery to me rather than the romance. I really wanted to enjoy the romance more, and I did love the romance. I just didn't feel the same feeling as like Legacy of Gods, like what I felt for Killian and Glyndon, and like, Glyndon? Was that her name? Yeah, it was, right? Or is Glyndon the Wicked Witch of the nice witch? The Wicked Witch of the West? No, that's the bad witch. The witch of the West. The witch of the pink witch. Okay, you get what I'm saying. I felt more towards the Legacy of Gods couples, right? Rather than these. I loved Adrian. I will say by the end, Adrian just grew on me. He just loved her so fucking much, and it was great to see. And I loved Leah. She was such a baddie, and I loved seeing everything they went through. And I loved seeing baby Jeremy, and both of the epilogues in the end were so cute. But I was focusing on the mystery of it all. Like, it felt like more of a thriller book to me than a romance, because I was focusing on that. But the plot was so fucking good. I would say go into these extremely blindly. Like, just pick up the first one and see what happens. You do not need to read that prequel I read. Like, I did that for nothing. I literally did that to waste my time. Rena Kent put that prequel into the earth just to waste my time. I swear, because what was that for? Anyway, don't read that. Just read all 3 of these. These are not books you can read separately. You have to read it all together or else it will not make sense. You have to read it in order, but all of them were 4 stars. I would say it was a great start to this dark romance week. Fabulous. Okay, I literally have a flight tomorrow morning to go to my other home. You guys know I split, like, I am Florida. I'm half in Florida and half in Milwaukee. So I'm going back to Milwaukee. So when you see me in a different different place for the rest of this video. Mind your business, mind your business. I'm literally filming several videos at the same time, and half of it is gonna be in Florida and the other half is gonna be in Milwaukee. So if you see that, you just ignore it. You know what I mean? You just know that I'm a jet setter. I learned that word recently and I can't shut up about it. Jet setter. My best friend showed it to me. Like, what a cool word. You know what I mean? I'm a jet setter. Anyway, 4 stars for all these 3. Catch up with you later. Happy Thursday, friends of mine. It is time for me to continue my dark week. We are currently just in our dark era. I will be reading, hold on, that's the other way. There you go. Devious Obsession today by S. Mastery. I read Brutal Obsession already in another vlog that you'll see soon. So we're just gonna move on to the second one. I don't know who this follows. All I know is he's on the hockey team. It's Steele. Okay, I'm not a fan, but I'm excited to see what the plot even consists of. He wasn't my favorite, not gonna lie. You didn't see that yet because you didn't see the first vlog. But anyway, I'm gonna read Devious Obsession. The dedication literally says, to the devious ones who satisfy our dark desires. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Here we go. You know, it's really cute that I'm like showing you the paperback, acting like I'm gonna read the paperback. I'm literally on Kindle. Anyway, the first chapter, like prologue, first chapter kind of thing, is insane already. When she goes, the red Joker stares at me. I show my first true smile, revealing the other Joker. So cool. Like basically they're playing this game in this guy's house where everyone like draws a card and you get paired up sexually with the other person, and like the card says the things that you like to do in the bedroom, and the Joker is basically like no limits, let's just do whatever kind of thing. The more wild the better, and they both pull the Joker. That is so fucking cool. Look at them being wild together, and they don't even know each other either, which is so fun. And then it goes to 6 months later. Why? Okay, this plot is actually really cool. I think this one might have the best plot so far. I've only read one other one, but you know what? You get me. The plot's good. Besties, I will say, you know what's like a really huge, like popular kink that I've noticed, at least in books? It's the run. Like run and I'll catch you, or like if I catch you I fuck you. Like that's such a big thing that I never knew until I started reading. So for those who say that smutty books are not educational, I beg to differ, because look how much I've learned. Is any of it useful? I'm unsure, but it's information nonetheless. Step brother, that took such a turn. Such a turn. Like, it wasn't that. I was not expecting that, is what I'm trying to say. What? How did the plot get there? The plot is plotting in this book. How many times have I said the word plot already? I feel like way too many. He calls her Little Viper. And when she says, why do you call me that? He goes, because you'll be the death of me. Okay, okay. All of a sudden he's hot? Was the book upside down this whole time? Let's pretend you didn't see that, okay? I'm trying to be like aesthetic, showing the book instead of just showing my Kindle, and this is what you do to me? This is how you repay me for holding you? You bitch. Anyway, Steele kinda is disgusting but also attractive. I don't know how to explain this. Like, he does things that I hate. I wanna throw up and die. But then some things I'm like, oh, if psycho, why hot? There's like a safe word and all this shit in this one. This one is spicy. He is so possessive and crazy. Like, she's literally talking to another guy, dancing with another guy, whatever, at the club. And he's like, big fucking mistake. And he tells his friend to move so that he can go stop her. He claims he doesn't care for her at all. And then he does things like that. Men are so dumb. Even fictional ones. Like, regardless, the whole genre is dumb. No, not genre. The whole gender. The whole gender, throw it away. I will say though, besties, Aspen is like a real bad bitch. She's not making it easy for him. He's insane, but she also has her spicy moments, you know? Also, he just paid for her entire bar tab, and he told the bartender that her and her friends are cut off, and for some reason I thought that was hot. Like, it's so possessive and toxic, and yet I'm like, oh, hot? I hate this man. I hate him. And chapter 11 is just a little sprinkle of a reason as to why. Because what the fuck? I can't not. No, sir. I hate you. I don't think I've ever heard such incredible words before than what Aspen just said to this girl. Like, Aspen literally just hooks up with him and leaves the room in his jersey with his, how do I put this nicely? With his insides all over her. his milk. No, I hate that. I hate that. Ignore me, not that. His children. His children all over her shirt, okay? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you shouldn't be reading these books. I feel like this is not for you. Anyway, she walks downstairs with his jersey and his children all over her. And then she goes to this girl who, you know, wanted to hook up with him and has been obsessed with him for so long. And she goes, his jersey, his cum, bet you got neither when he fucked you, right? Oh my God, who allowed her to be such a baddie? Because obsession and love are the same fucking thing, and I've been obsessed with you from the start. Oh, who's gonna tell him that obsession and love are not the same thing? Okay, let's chat. I have read Devious Obsession all throughout today, and I will say, for how big this book is, it's very fast to read. It's literally 500 pages, but you can just binge the entire thing. I don't know what it is about this author, but her books are very bingeable because they're so entertaining, right? However, they are some of the most fucked up things I've ever read. Like the first one and this one have been so incredibly fucked up. Like the things you read, there are things I've never seen before. Like even with the most dark books that I've read, I feel like they haven't gotten to this level of dark. It's like been different levels of dark in like other areas, but within the relationship, these are really dark. You know, like the guys are so fucked up and the things they do is insane and they're so mean. Okay, I think that's my issue, is I don't love bully romances. I like dark romances, I really do, but bully is where I kind of don't enjoy it as much. I'll never judge you for what you read. You know, these are some of my mom's favorites. I'm a big fan of you reading whatever the fuck you want and whatever you enjoy and makes you happy. You're not hurting anyone, you know, you're just reading. It's just my personal preference is not bully romances, so I think that's why these are not my favorite. I'm gonna rate this 3 stars because it was very entertaining, but it is very fucked up. 18 plus, like please, you have to be like, beware of all the trigger warnings. 18 plus, so spicy, so insane. Everything in the book is wrong. I think this series is the perfect example of like, you're reading something and you're entertained, but never is this shit okay in real life. Never, 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 okay? We have to say that, okay? Anyway, I had a good time though. It is a fun read and it is very bingeable and it's just one of those things. I'm not gonna think about this again, but I did have a good time. 3 stars. I don't love Steele at all. Like even by the end of the book, I didn't love him, but I did like Aspen. And you know what? The plot of this one was really, really good. I will say there was so much plot and the end of it was crazy and it was just very fun. 3 stars. Hey, I'm starting Secret Obsession. It is currently Friday, I want to say. Ooh. My chair just went down. It is currently Friday and I'm starting Secret Obsession and it is very early and I want to die, but this book is thick, so it's gonna take me a minute, you know, so we gotta do what we gotta do to finish the books we gotta finish, okay? It's 600 pages, oh my God. Hello darkness, my old friend. Is this what death feels like? Why are you 600 pages? Like that's so abnormally long. For what? For why? Why can't you be 300 pages? That would have been so lovely and nice. And yet here we are. To those who stay wild. Nice. This is Miles. Miles, I love Miles. Okay, I'm excited to read Miles actually. It's Miles and who is it? Please hold while I find out. Willow. Wait, I thought it was gonna be Willow and Knox. But it's Miles and Willow? Well, that just throws me for a loop-de-loop. Life was a willow and it bent right to your window. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Also, not me screaming in the middle of the morning. Like, people need to sleep, and yet here I am. I'm sorry, Giant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Life was a willow and it bent right to your window. I already love the vibes of this one, okay? Ready? It says, she's the light that captivates my attention anywhere we go, and I loathe her for it, myself too. Like he hates her and him because it's forbidden and he shouldn't want her, and yet he does, but he can't have her. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm awake, I'm awake. Public service announcement that I hate Knox. I hate Knox. Why is he being the way he is? Like that is so mean, you little bitch. If there's a plot I hate, it's the whole bet plot. I hate that plot. If there's a book that has that, and I know it has that, I try to stay away from it, but I'm all for trying new things. You know, I love experimenting. That sounds really weird. But I'm all for trying new things, right? So sometimes I don't mind, but most of the time I hate it. So I hate Knox. Have we gathered that? I love this quote right here, ready? He goes, she's in love with him and it's only fair that he break her heart once and for all. I'm okay with getting cut up by her jagged little pieces. That's kind of like low-key cute, but also pain, but also cute. Okay, I'm liking you already. I'm sorry. Rewind. This book just started. It just started and someone has been killed. They have been killed. I like it, but what the fuck? Like, this one started with a bang. Like, literally, like a bang. Like, da-da-da-da. First of all, why are these things happening? Second of all, why am I attracted to them? I think these are things I need to discuss when I go to therapy next. What do we think? Get this, she has a tracker on her phone, okay? He put a tracker on her fucking phone because he's psychotic. And she leaves her phone somewhere and he's like, great, she left her phone. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to get a hold of her now? And then he mentioned something about putting a tracker under her skin. And then he says Steele did that. Excuse me? I like blocked that out of my brain for some reason because what the fuck? These men, they're crazy. They're crazy. But like, it's fun. But they're crazy. I'm making coffee so that we survive this together. But let me just tell you that this scene, like, he's talking about loving her and then he goes, you don't yet, but you will. Like, you don't love me yet, but you will. Why is Miles low-key so soft? Like, this is still so dark, but he's so soft. I don't know how to explain it, but I sort of love it. Like, they're talking about dying and he says to her, we can simulate your death if you want, but you're not leaving this earth 1 second before me. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love about me. Life was a willow and it bent right to your hand. They count me out time and time again. You know, one of my favorite lyrics ever? I come back stronger than a 90s trend. Tell me she didn't slay with that. Oh, just love her. Just love her. You know, I would say like 99% of my life is me thinking, talking, listening, something about Taylor Swift. Like, that's 99% of me. The other 1% is just the rest. She's like in a fight, y'all. And he goes to stop it and he picks her up and puts her in the penalty box. Like, he skates with her all throughout the ice and puts her in the penalty box so that she can relax. Why is that so funny? Like, I don't know if I'm having a good time or if I'm sleep deprived. It's official, I'm having a good time with this book, okay? He's trying to tell her that no other guy can touch her but him. And so he goes to this guy's house who literally had touched her before. And he just knocks. When the guy answers the door, he goes, do you see her? And when the guy goes to look at her, he goes, no, you don't. You don't see. And the guy goes, didn't realize she was your girl. And he goes, well, now you do. Do you see her? No, you don't. I'm gonna answer for you. No, you don't. And then it gets even funnier when he says on chapter 18, he goes, tomorrow I decide. Tomorrow I'll tell her the news. She's my girlfriend. She doesn't know, but I'll inform her tomorrow. You know what's really fun? These books, they follow different characters. It's interconnected standalones, but then you always have like other people's POV in each other's books, like just once. But right now you have Jacob's POV and his book is coming next, so it's cool to see a little glimpse of him and it sets you up for the next book, which I think is cool. Just fun, just the little things in life, you know. And I will say they set up for Jacob's book perfectly because they just showed Professor Melody Cameron and he like sees her and he's all shook by seeing her and stuff, so I feel like it's gonna be her and him. Also, Knox is a dick, but I cannot wait for his book. Low-key, I feel like his book is kind of gonna be the best one because he's the worst one and he's being saved for last. So I have to believe his is gonna be the best. Anyway, I finished, but did I finish or did this book finish me? I don't know. I feel delirious. I feel like I'm no longer here. Like, where am I? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. But let's talk about the book, shall we? This has definitely been my favorite so far. 100%. It was so fun. It was so funny. It was so fucked up. Once again, I just have to reiterate that all of these books are so dark. You have to search up trigger warnings. You have to beware before going into it. 18 plus, just know all of that. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna tell you that again, but beware, okay? Anyway, what the fuck? Like, what am I reading? And why is it fun? It's entertaining, but you feel bad for being entertained because you're like, it's the most messed up stuff ever, but you're having a good time. Miles, I will say, was definitely the sweetest. He also was crazy. Like, right from the first chapter, he just, you know, you get me? But Willow was super fun. I liked her the best out of all the girls. Like, Willow and Aspen, I will say, have been my favorite, but Miles is my favorite guy, 1000%. Like, he beats Steele and Grayson easily. like he was actually so great. I loved the plot. The plot is kind of the same between all of them. Like it changes a bit, but all of the guys are kind of the same, kind of like Rena Kent, where when you read Legacy of Gods and all the guys give the same energy, it's kind of like that, but you still have a good time because the writing is fun, the romance is still fun, and it's so dark and messed up, and you get to push those boundaries in a book, which is cool. Yes, it was good, but it was crazy. I'll leave you with that. 3.75. I really did enjoy it. It was very entertaining. My favorite so far. I don't know if Twisted Obsession will top it, but I liked this one. I liked this one. If you want to just skip right to this one, I would recommend that. It's brother's best friend. No, it's not. It's literally not. It's brother's girlfriend. It's brother's ex-girlfriend. It's always been you. Very spicy, very crazy, obsession. Yeah, all those vibes. Why is there a microphone here? Did I read something about a microphone? Like, am I crazy? When did that happen? This is what happens when I binge a book. Like, things just leave my mind. Was there something to do with a microphone in this book? Or is that just there for funsies because it's cute? Anyway, 3.75. Hello, I just woke up and had a gigantic espresso. I am cozied up on the couch and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to read Twisted Obsession. I don't know what to expect of this one. It's, what's his name? Jason? Is your name Jason? Oh my God, Jacob. Oh my God, his name is Jacob. Okay, I was close with Jason. Anyway, I'm ready to binge Twisted Obsession. Happy Saturday? Yeah. Now let's not get it twisted. I'm gonna read it on my Kindle. I'm just holding this for the fun of it all. As you can see, I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit. This is day 6 of me doing this, and I just feel so unwell. Like words are not even words anymore. Words are not wording properly. Reading one of these a day. Like, it's so much darkness surrounding my reading. Just feels like a huge cloud over my reads. And I'm just trying to survive. I've been through so much this week. I might cry, honestly. I'm getting a little emotional. Oh my God, I'm actually crying. She's an actress. No, but actually, like, I feel very unwell just reading one of these a day. I'm so tired. I don't even know what the outside looks like anymore. What does it look like? Hello? The plot of this one's already wild. Amnesia trope. I'm not a big fan, I'm not gonna lie. This trope kind of gets me all sorts of fucked up because it's so sad, low-key. Like, I hate it. But I will read it because I already started and therefore it's too late. But also, what the fuck? No, because how is this man so attractive already? Get this. She goes, I don't know anything about hockey. And he says, you don't have to. Just keep your eyes on me. As he winks. Paper has no right being this hot. No right being this attractive. Oh my God. Husband? Husband. What the fuck? What is happening? My brain is not braining enough for this. Like, you can't throw things like that at me right now when I'm half asleep. But also, this line, are you guys ready? There was a before me and there was an after me. But now that she's back, there is no before. And there will be no after. I'm not letting her go. One thing about these men is they're gonna be funny. They're gonna be funny because they have the audacity to say things like that. Bessie's, he calls her Songbird. He calls her Songbird. That's so cute. Why is that the cutest nickname I've ever seen? And also, wow. I was gonna say something else. What was it? Oh, why does that remind me of Hunger Games? Is Snow in the room with us? I really need to reiterate that for some reason, Jacob is the hottest of them all. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's the way he says things. Like, ready? He goes up to this guy and is basically telling him not to fucking stare at Melody, right? But he says, and you're dead if you ever so much as look at another woman wrong, but especially this one. Like, that is so hot. The other men in this book wouldn't have looked out for other women. They just would have looked out for their own and then minded their own business. But Jacob specifically was like, any woman, you look at them wrong and you're gonna have to deal with me. But especially this one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All of a sudden, I want to be stalked. No, ignore me. I'm lying. Reason number 1,500 why this man is so hot, okay? She's like trying to say that she wouldn't have hooked up with him back in the day, right? So she says, I wouldn't have hooked up with you. Even past me couldn't have been that bold. And do you know what he answers back? Oh, I'll tell you. Worry not. He says, maybe not, but me, past, present, future, I've always been bold. Oh my God. Stop everything. What the fuck? What? I need a moment. I need a moment to sit here and think about how hot that is. And then I need another moment to think about the fact that it's just paper and trees. And yeah, I need to calm down. Yeah, give me a couple seconds. I hate him. What do you mean sleeping pills? What do you mean, sir? Sir, right when we were getting along, sir, we were like this, you and I, and you broke my trust. What the fuck? I've died. Because what is happening? What is happening? First of all, I never want to see the word flaccid in a book ever again. That's first and foremost. Second of all, what the fuck? What the fuck? Have I mentioned I hate him and what is happening and I hate it and I want to throw up and die and throw myself off a cliff, and right after throwing myself off the cliff, I want to be run over by 3 cars and then a semi-truck? Because what the fuck? I'll make you fall in love with me all over again? Okay, cute. Okay, cute. Yeah. She's trying to tell him that there was a power dynamic between them because she was a teacher and he was a student. So obviously, you know, you can't have a healthy relationship that way because of the power dynamic. And this man says, let me be clear, Melody, you were never in charge. This is when I start to question my morals. This is when I start to be a little bit like, am I okay? Because I'm supposed to hate him and I'm remembering everything he did that's fucked up. But then he says things like that. And it's all of a sudden my feminism. Bye-bye, bye. Wave goodbye to it. Wave goodbye to my morals.
Goodbye.
But when will I see you again?
Oh, never, never.
Send help. Somebody come rescue me because I'm folding extremely fast. Oh, that lighting is not that good. Sorry, y'all. I've been here for ages, it seems. Saturday's basically over. Where did Saturday go? I missed it. Anyway, I finished Twisted Obsession. It was twisted, all right. Everything about it. I loved it. With that being said, I loved it. No, listen, it was definitely my favorite in the series. It was definitely my favorite. I don't know what it was, but Jacob was so attractive. Melody, like, she was so innocent because she had no idea what was going on, but also she was such a baddie. Some of the things I was like, sir, like the sleeping pills, I know that's her thing, like she likes that, and she liked that in the past, but I still can't justify it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite. And that's what brought it all the way down the rating. But other than that, this book was really fire. 3.75. This and Secret Obsession are definitely my favorite. These two are the ones that I would say you should read. Brutal Obsession is way too brutal. It's right there in the title. Should have known. And then same with Devious Obsession. I wasn't a fan of those kind of bully romances. It was a bit much. But Secret Obsession and Twisted Obsession, the guys are not bullies. Like they are mean still, but they're not like as mean as the other ones. So I would recommend Secret Obsession and Twisted Obsession, but not the other ones. But these are so fun, even though they're so fucked up. But boy, did I have a good time. 3.75. Oh my God, tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow's the last day. I never thought this day would come. I never thought this day would come. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna go to sleep excited because I'm gonna read a last dark romance for a while. Knowing me, I'm literally gonna read one next week. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm lying. Happy Sunday, my shoddy bays. We made it to the end of the week. I can hardly believe it. I woke up today with a little pep in my step because this is gonna be our last dark book and I'm so excited for it. Also scared, but excited. I need to sneeze. No, I don't. Do I? You know when you have a feeling of sneezing, but then you don't? Interesting. Anyway, as you can see, I just woke up. And I'm in the car because get this, I'm gonna run some errands. And by errands, I mean I literally am gonna go to my P.O. box. I have to go to Target and like grocery shop. I have to look for some Christmas decor. I have a couple things to do. So I brought my handy dandy AirPods, as I usually do everywhere, because I can't fathom going to places alone and not having my AirPods with me. I know that that's technically dangerous, but not really, because I don't put the sound canceling thing, noise canceling. I just am wearing the headphones. Don't worry, I'm safe. Anyway, since I'm gonna run those errands, I'm gonna read the audiobook of this book because this last one is gonna be an audiobook. I fear it has to be because you all have recommended it in audiobook format. It's called That Sick Love by Jessie Hall. It's quite thick, but since it's an audiobook, I feel like I can get through it today. Well, I'm gonna have to since it's the last day. I have no other option. But I'm gonna listen to this as I run my errands and then I'll let you know as we go. That's pretty much it. But first I'm just gonna sit here for a second and listen to some before I start running my errands. So I already had 2 espresso shots at home and I'm still like, I'm just still dying dead. RIP me, rest in peace me, hashtag. Maybe I'll get a Celsius. Besties, I need you guys to validate me for a second, okay? Because my mom thinks I'm wild for this, but I know you guys understand me, okay? Does anyone else like do things on Sunday mornings in their pajamas, but like out and about but in your pajamas. I think that's so normal. And my mom is like, why are you wearing pajamas out? Like, relax. What do you mean? Why am I not wearing pajamas out? Like, what? It's Sunday morning, I just woke up, you know? And then another thing is, I spend so much time in my car, like I will do something and then I'll sit in my car for like an hour before actually going upstairs to my house, or before actually going to run errands. I sit in the car for a while, and my mom also thinks that's crazy. Can someone validate me, please? Because I feel like you must. Anyway, so far I've listened to the prologue of this book and it is wild. I just want to let you know that it is wild. It is a stalker romance. So we've got Zayd Meadows vibes right there from the get-go. I want to know if I'm gonna like this more or Zayd more. I'm gonna have to compare. I know that that's bad. I shouldn't be comparing it because they're such different books. Like, they're completely different, you know? However, it's the same premise. Like, both of them are dark stalker romances, and my mind immediately goes to Zayd every time I think of dark stalker romances. My mind just can't let Zayd go. So we'll see how this compares to that. Anyway, prologue is crazy. So far, I'm having a good time. Also, the narrators are great. Are you fucking kidding me? Listen, remember when I said, is this gonna be comparable to Zayd? I can already tell you no. I can already tell you no, because he brings her flowers, but he doesn't take the thorns out. Zayd would never. He would take the thorns out to not hurt Addie. Okay, I'm gonna get Zayd out of my brain. I'm gonna get Zayd out of my brain and Haunting Adeline out of my brain so that I can go into this book without thinking about that, so that I can actually enjoy it, okay? Here we go. It's gone. That's my last Zayd mention. I promise. I promise. Yeah, his name's Arrow, which is interesting. And he wears a mask. That's all I know so far. Excuse me, I've just figured out it's his job to do this. Someone literally hired this man from prison. From prison. He was in prison and someone hired him. What the fuck? This plot is wild. And like, there's a lot of like church stuff going on. Everything is really, really dark and scary. And I'm very invested. Y'all, someone literally touches her and this man goes, which hand did he use? And stabs said hand. Like, slay stalker. And then when she asks like what happened to the guy, do you know what he says? He goes, he's buried in your backyard. He's buried in your backyard. Oh my God, could you imagine like someone killing someone for you and then burying them in your backyard? I don't even have a backyard, and I'm just picturing how much that would terrify me. Like, I would have to go there and unbury them and like, I don't know, do something, because that would scare me that somebody would find a dead body in my fucking backyard. Like, I feel like that's not a good way to decompose of a body. I feel like you should do other things, like how Dexter does it. You know, I would have to watch Dexter and Criminal Minds again and take some notes and then take care of the body myself. Because what do you mean he's buried in my backyard? You son of a bitch. Like, there's just supposed to be decor in my backyard, not dead bodies. That doesn't match my aesthetic. Quick intermission, because I went to my P.O. box. Let's open this together. Shall we? Just for fun. This is such a great angle. I think that you guys are gonna just love this. Love this footage. It's so useful to you. What is it? Oh, how cute! Dear Larissa, I hope you don't mind me sending this book unannounced. It's one of my new favorites and a debut. I hope you love it. Kristen, oh my God! Leo PR, I absolutely love her. How to End a Love Story. Look at this. That looks so cute. It's a debut novel by Yulin Kwong. I was hooked from the very first page. Gorgeous writing. Don't miss this one. Oh my God, it's an advanced reader's copy. Yay! Oh my God, this author is literally the screenwriter for People We Meet on Vacation and the director of the new movie Beach Read, like whenever it comes out. Oh, that's so cool. And now she's a writer too. Fun. Anyway, How to End a Love Story. I'm opening this with you guys now because whenever I do my Amazon like hauls, like opening packages and stuff like that, or opening my P.O. box stuff, I only open stuff from you guys because that's what matters to me. Like, I want to talk to you and I want to thank you. So publisher stuff, I never open on camera. I usually just open and like post pictures about it. So how fun us opening this together since we're running errands today. Anyway, what was happening in That Sick Love? Let's rewind. I need to hold on. Okay, ew. I remember what I was gonna say. Ew. Because you know what's happening right now? You know what's happening right now. This man is with another woman. Like, granted, it's not for anything, like he's just getting a little action on the side, but he already met, well, he didn't technically meet, he's stalking her, but he's already stalking girly over here. Why are you with other, like, these are the moments I can't help but compare him to Zayd, because Zayd would never allow this. Like, I want you to be obsessed with just her. Why are you putting your dick in other people's mouths? Okay, not mouths, hands. But no hands, no mouths, no anything. No other woman, nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? A couple things I must say really quick. The audiobook to this is absolutely insane because it's a duet narration, which means that like even when it's in another person's POV, like let's say it's her POV, usually if it's not duet narration, she'll say all the lines. Even if he's the one talking, she'll say it in like a manly sounding voice. But when it's duet narration, he'll say his lines and she says his line. No. He'll say his lines and she'll say hers, no matter what POV it's in. So it makes it seem like it's a movie and it's like actually real happening in your head. And these narrators are so good at what they're doing that it's seeming way too real to me. Like the way he speaks, the way he narrates, it sounds creepy. Like when I read a stalker book, I don't think of it as creepy. Okay. Hold on. When I read a stalker book and I'm actually reading it, I don't think of what he's saying as like really creepy. I think of him saying like, I'm watching you through the outside of your window, right? But I read it in such a monotone, regular voice that it doesn't sound creepy to me. But the way this narrator's doing it, he's like,
I watch you through the outside of your window because I just can't wait to have you.
He makes it sound like he's literally psychotic and it's seeming like a Criminal Minds episode and it's scaring me. So if you don't want this to seem too real, the audiobook may not be for you. If you want that experience, then the audiobook will be for you. Listen to this line, y'all. Listen to this line. He goes, call for your God now, church girl, because after I dirty you like I intend, you're gonna need some saving to cling on to. Hell, what the fuck? One thing I hate is spitting in each other's mouths. Why do people like that? Why is that attractive? Like literally they spit in each other's mouths and it's like, people love it. If you put your saliva like from your fucking mouth, if you like gulp your saliva and throw it in my mouth, I'm gonna be forced to chuck it back at you with my throw up. Literally with my vomit projectile on your face. Because what in the fuck? No. No. Just wanted to inform you that I have finished all my errands for the day. I've gone grocery shopping, I went to my P.O. box, I did the whole shebang. And I wrote some notes on what I listened to while at the grocery store. Are you ready? Chapter 31. I listened to that at the grocery store. Please imagine me just casually like in the pasta aisle, minding my business and listening to the filth that was happening in chapter 31. Like I was picking up the flavored with meat sauce and they were having some flavored with me, if you know what I mean. Oh my God. Like literally everything that was happening. It was the mom, the priest in the confessional, like the spice with the murder. A spice with a side of murder? Like what? And can I just say, at least their kinks align though. Like they have the same kinks. So it works, you know, because they're both so incredibly fucked up. But then also, ready? This line made me really laugh. It made me giggle at the store. He goes, now shut the fuck up and follow me. And then she says, he's just such a sweet and caring soul. I low-key loved that. But then something I didn't love, okay? Right after that, right before I stopped and got into the car, she goes, I want to take his virginity. And she's not talking about our main guy. She's talking about someone else. What the fuck? I know it's for the revenge plan of it all, but just these are the things that I don't like in books. I don't like other women or other men like in the story that's not yours. You know what I mean? I don't like it. If it's a why choose romance, if it's polyamorous relationship, that's all different. But if it's like someone that's not in the relationship at all and the story's not about you and they're including those characters in like their sexual activities and there's cheating and all that stuff, I don't love it. I don't love it in books. I really don't. It just throws me off. Even if like it's their kink, I don't like it. I don't like it. So far, I'm having a good time, but I don't see how this is gonna be like more than a 3-something star, you know, just because there's a lot of things that I don't like. But I am having fun, and I gotta go clean the house, so I'll listen to it as I clean and see what happens. But so far, shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Like, this is definitely the craziest plot I've read in quite some time. Update everyone. I have cleaned the house and now I'm making pasta. So therefore I have listened to quite a bit of this book. I'm basically almost done. Sorry if I'm looking down, it's because I'm cutting hot dogs. Anyway. So here are some thoughts. This plot is insane. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. It's so, first of all, sad. Second of all, crazy. Like several times I teared up. Like please picture me vacuuming and tearing up. Who allowed it? Like the rudeness of Jesse Hall to make this book sad. I should really start taking trigger warning seriously because it was right there. I just was like, oh, I'm fine. And then I was sobbing all of a sudden. While I was cleaning, something else occurred. Something horrible, something disgusting. I am distraught. I basically wanted to die, throw myself off a roof. Picture every kind of death possible, and that's what I wanted to happen to me. Because I have the quote for you. Don't worry. Don't worry, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. There's a spicy scene going on. Okay, nothing wrong with that. We love some spicy scenes, great. But the language this author used quite literally makes me just You'll understand. Ready? The soft skin of his flashy balls slap against my sticky vulva. What the fuck? The flashy what? The sticky what? Those are certainly words. They are certainly words, not good ones, but they are words nonetheless, and I hate them. That literally made me, it made me just chills. And you know what? It's throughout the whole book. Like, they keep reminding me that they have a lot of sex. I'm aware that there's spice. That's great. We love it. But for instance, she like goes to do something and she's like, oh, my freshly fucked hair. Just say your hair. Why do you have to remind me every 5 seconds? Also, the Our Father thing was a slay. Like, oh my God, my water is boiling. Hold on, everyone. Making Sunday pasta for me and Jai. You know, every Sunday we have pasta, the same pasta. It's a tradition here in our household. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, Our Father was a slay, but also the other scenes, like the scenes with the other men, I don't like it. I don't like it. The one at the club was disgusting, and the one at her house was disgusting, and I'm not a fan, and I hate it. Zayd would never. I know I said I wouldn't bring up Zayd, didn't I? One thing about me is I'm a liar. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish this book and then I'll tell you my final thoughts. I'm gonna finish as I cook pasta and we'll see. But for now, just know I'm having a good time, but it is crazy and it is sad and it is a bit too much, but it's fine. I'm just like there with it so far. Also, I'm losing my mind because this is my 7th dark romance of the week. So that might be a big reason why I'm wanting to die as well, you know? Anyway, BRB. I have finished That Sick Love. I feel drained. I feel like I've been through so much this week and it's just all dark romances. I'm gonna blame all of this on my mother because she's the one that recommended every single one of these books and these books fucked me up. I had so much fun, I will say, but it fucked me up. Like, what? This was so dark, so sad. The plot was insane. The entire story was insane. I will say the spice wasn't my favorite. I didn't like the word choices the author used. Like, maybe that's just me in like the author's writing not matching, not vibing, but it was a bit much for me. I did have a good time though. It was good. It was 3 stars. It's a 3-star book. It's not something I'm gonna think about ever again, but it was definitely entertaining. It's not something that I regret reading. I will say the audiobook is a lot. It's a lot. Like, if you want to feel very invested and like wrapped around the story, the audiobook is a good one. But if you don't want that, I don't recommend the audiobook because I felt these characters like in a good way and in a bad way, because with him, he just sounded insane to me. So instead of making me see this book as a romance, I was seeing this book as like a Criminal Minds episode, you know, because of the way the voice actor did it. It was a lot. 3 stars. 3 stars. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna just go die now for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we'll have some final thoughts. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Thanks for spending Sunday with me. Okay, my besties, we are officially done with our dark romance week. I read these books. Here are my full ratings right here in case you missed any at any moment. If you're wondering why I look the same as I do in the intro, it's because I'm doing the intro and the outro together. Mind your business, you know? That way I just do makeup for one thing and do it all at once, you know? It's technically very smart of me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to read for a week straight. That would be so fun, like fantasy or thrillers. I've already done thrillers if you want to go watch that video. I've done dark romance for a week, part 1 before, and now I did it again. So let me know. Let me know, and your wish is my command. But I hope you enjoyed. I love you so, so much. Let me know which books out of these you liked the best or hated. I don't know, whatever opinions. I'm down. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.